What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today we're doing a lot of rumors that we're surfacing on Twitter as we're doing a Ben Simmons Sacramento Kings rebuild today. So obviously there's going to be a ton of teams interested in a guy like Ben Simmons, but I don't find myself doing Sacramento Kings rebuilds all that often. So I thought we could do this today where we got Ben Simmons coming over to the Sacramento Kings. Now there was a couple of things that were added to this rumor, and it was like whether the Sixers would want to trade Ben Simmons to the Sacramento Kings for Buddy Hield or Bagley, or maybe it'd be for De'Aaron Fox. Who knows how this trade would go down. Now, personally, I did it in my own way where I thought it made the most sense for Sacramento. Now, as far as the Philly side of things, well, you'll just have to see in the video. I hope you guys enjoy this one. Make sure you smash that like button. Of course, subscribe if you haven't already. We're on the road to 19,000 subs, and we're closer than you might think. So if you want to help me get to 19K, that would be greatly appreciated. But other than that, guys, go ahead and enjoy this Ben Simmons Sacramento Kings rebuild today. The Sacramento Kings may be interested in making a big move here soon, and there was a lot of ramblings on Twitter about how interested they are in Ben Simmons and what it would cost to get him. So some people were saying that they would have to trade De'Aaron Fox, and there was another report that they would have to trade Bagley, Buddy Hield, and a minimum of 3 first-round picks in order to get Ben Simmons. Now, whether this is true or not, we're just going to go ahead and do a Ben Simmons Sacramento Kings rebuild today anyway. So I decided to go the route, though, that we're trading Bagley, Buddy Hield, and a minimum of 3 first-round picks for Ben Simmons. So I did not want to trade De'Aaron Fox in this situation. Now, would the Sixers do this? I don't think so, because Bagley obviously has not really proven a whole lot in his career. He's proven that he can't stay healthy. Obviously, Buddy Hield is a really good shooter, and you would take that, but is he really the replacement you want if you're trading Ben Simmons, if you know what I mean? So I just don't think this would happen, but regardless, we're just doing it for entertainment purposes as usual. So obviously, with De'Aaron Fox in the backcourt, you also have Halliburton. You're definitely going to be moving Ben Simmons to either the small forward or the power forward spot. So I'm going to leave him at probably the power forward for now, just because, you know, obviously we like to play him that Draymond Green-esque role. So obviously there's been a lot of Ben Simmons rumors, a lot of teams interested in him, but since I never do Sacramento Kings rebuilds, I thought, let's go ahead and do a Sacramento Kings rebuild, just because I just hardly ever find a reason to do one. So I thought that we could definitely do one today. So that's why we're definitely, you know, kind of chiming in on this rumor around the Sacramento Kings. We did not trade our 9th pick in this situation, though, so I don't know whether the Kings would, or not the Kings, whether the Sixers would be like, hey, we want that 9th pick, or you're not getting Ben Simmons. But I kept it, and we're just going to go ahead and roll with it. So at number 9, we are going to be selecting. We have Scotty Barnes still on the board. Wow, okay. So Jalen Johnson seems to be the guy the Sixers would have. There's a lot of mock drafts saying they would take Jalen Johnson, so that's who I'm going to take. I know Scotty Barnes slipped to me, but so Jay Springer went number 1, which is just so dumb, just so stupid. And then Jalen Green went number 2, Greg Brown went number 3, Evan Mobley to the Raptors. So all of this is just super messed up. Warriors, Cade Cunningham went number 5 to the Thunder. Jesus, man, what is going on? Oh well. So let's go. Jalen Johnson, welcome to Sacramento, and the player options: Justin James, and then qualifying offers: Terrence Davis, free agent. Definitely a guy I wouldn't mind getting back, obviously. And then free agency ahead of us, we have Damian Jones, who's a free agent. I think now that we have, obviously, we have De'Aaron Fox, Tyrese Halliburton, Lon Wright. So we have a nice backup point guard, which is good. And then we have Jalen Johnson, Harrison Barnes now. So Harrison Barnes will be that small forward, obviously, for at least for now, until Jalen Johnson takes over. And then we'll have Ben Simmons and no center right now. So obviously, Rashawn Holmes being a free agent is definitely a big free agent for us. We definitely need a center who could shoot, because, you know, Ben Simmons, not the guy, you know, you're not that guy, pal. But DeMarcus Cousins obviously could bring him back to Sacramento, but I don't think he's that guy anymore. You know what I mean? All right, I'm not going to use that meme anymore in this video. All right, so let's see what we could grab. So do we have the cap space aside? Okay, Serge Ibaka honestly would be nice. But we're a little bit off. Okay, so no Serge Ibaka. All right, Rashawn Holmes, can we sign him back? No, we do not have the bird rights. Okay, so our center spot might be a little weak this offseason, to be honest. So I guess DeMarcus Cousins might be my best option as far as someone who could at least space the floor. Gorgie Dang, I guess, is an option, but I don't know if I want to start him full time. We could bring Boogie Cousins back to Sacramento, man. We could do it. I don't really want to, but I don't really have another option, just because we definitely need a center, and I'm not really seeing one out here that could space the floor. So other than Cousins and Dwayne, or not, I guess Dwayne Dedman could be one as well. But I don't know. Let's use our mid-level on something else. So we need a power forward or a shooting guard. So let's see what. So we got Bryn Forbes, who has been nice, obviously, for the Bucks at times. Doug McDermott, obviously a great shooter. So we're gonna go ahead and actually sign Doug McDermott to our mid-level and use him for our mid-level. So sign Doug McDermott. Boom. Okay. And then center spot, we can still sign Gorgie Dang. So we're gonna have to give him a deal because we don't have another option outside of him right now. So Gorgie Dang, welcome to Sacramento. Damian Jones also might have to resign him. We'll sign him to a one-year deal just because we definitely need the center depth. So we'll have Damian Jones and Gorgie Dang as our centers for now. So honestly, might have to make a trade. I just don't know what I would get, obviously, but you know what? As far as centers who could space the floor, I don't know. Obviously, at the top of my head, I'm thinking of Miles Turner, but I get him every time I do a rebuild with the Kings, or with Ben Simmons on the roster, it feels like. So I'm gonna try to do somebody a little bit different. I just don't know who that would be. I probably won't be able to find that person that I want. I mean, Thomas Bryant can space the floor a little bit for the Wizards, so that could definitely be interesting. Al Horford obviously making a ton of money. Probably is gonna have to roll with what we have. Probably not gonna have any spacing down low in our front court, but it's all good. So I'm just gonna roll with what we got, I guess. So player progression. Terrence Davis coming back as well. We have De'Aaron Fox, Ben Simmons, Tyrese Halliburton, Harrison Barnes, DeLon Wright. And then we got Gorgie Dang going down there overall. So our center spot's definitely going to be very, very shaky. It's not going to be that good. So definitely very concerning, but we'll work with it. We'll see what we can do. And then training camps, we're going to use our draft class, I should say. And then training camps, now that we have that. 2 untapped potentials. I will definitely use one on Mr. Ben Simmons. And I'll use the other one at probably Jalen Johnson. Just because we want to see him become a very good guy for us. So, power ranking lands is number 26. I imagine it's because we have a 74 overall starting center, but this is our starting 5 right now. We have De'Aaron Fox, Tyrese Halliburton, Harrison Barnes, Ben Simmons, Damian Jones, Doug McDermott, Jalen Johnson, DeLon Wright, and Gorgie Dang. So, the center is definitely very bad right now. You know, I could probably play Ben Simmons at center, but I'm going to boost some shot tendencies, though, with Tyrese Halliburton to like a 74. I'm going to move Ben Simmons to like an 80. Let's do 87. So we'll do that. We're gonna go ahead and simulate season number 1 with our center being so bad, and I think we'll definitely find a fix for that eventually. Maybe we trade Harrison Barnes. That could actually make the most sense, but we'll see. Maybe we'll sell the trade deadline, maybe we don't. Kind of depends on how the season goes. We're gonna go ahead and do this trade with the Boston Celtics here at the trade deadline. So we're gonna get Al Horford, which obviously that is a very desperate move, but we need a center very badly, and we have a small forward who could start immediately in Jalen Johnson. So moving Harrison Barnes here for Al Horford, I think would be just fine. Obviously, we've heard rumors before in the past that the Celtics were interested in Harrison Barnes as well. So kind of works out. We just take on Al Horford for a year or two because we don't really have a center right now, and he would definitely be at least a floor spacer next to Ben Simmons. So yeah, that is our desperate attempt here at the trade deadline. That is just going to be how we do things. So that is going to be our move at the trade deadline. Right now, we're the 9th seed. We're 26 and 28. The postseason is still very possible. We've been there close, and we just haven't gotten to it yet. But we'll go ahead, keep simulating, and hopefully we actually get to it. We're at 41 and 41, but hey, the Sacramento Kings finally are back in the postseason, and that's all you can ask for, I imagine, as a Kings fan. You just want to see your team in the playoffs because it's been so long. Tyrese Halliburton wins most improved player. Now, I will say, the last time I did a Sacramento Kings rebuild, I didn't mess with Tyrese Halliburton at all. I didn't mess with his shot tendency, didn't try to make him good or anything. And I heard the comment, there was like a comment down the comment section below that said he absolutely hated the video. So I tried to redeem myself here and mess with Tyrese Halliburton. He wins most improved player this time. Boom. All-NBA first team, All-NBA second team, and All-NBA third team. Here's All-Defense first team, All-Defense second team, All-Rookie first team, All-Rookie second team. Jalen Johnson making All-Rookie second team W. So 41-41 on the season, get to play the Memphis Grizzlies. So looking at the player stats, we have 23 from De'Aaron Fox and 22 from Ben Simmons. So that's a very nice tandem. Obviously, Tyrese Halliburton with 18. And then Jalen Johnson, of course, him averaging like 13 points per game at the trade deadline. Definitely kind of helped me out in saying, hey, maybe we do need to trade Ben Simmons away. Or not Ben Simmons, we need to trade Harrison Barnes away. So the floor spacing, though, kind of sucked outside of... wow, it was not that good. Okay, so Terrence Davis shot 50%. That's actually phenomenal on 3 attempts. DeLon Wright, 35, and then you had Doug McDermott, 35. Jalen Johnson, only 27. So definitely could definitely use some better percentages around Ben Simmons, but it's okay. Will work on itself. So somebody current round against Memphis Grizzlies, and we get swept. So hey, at least we made the postseason. We tasted it for a second, but unfortunately, we couldn't really do anything with it. So Kyrie Irving is your Finals MVP, and then let's go into the offseason. So draft lottery time. We have no pick here because obviously, actually we might have a pick because I think, no we don't. It goes to 76ers. Okay, so we're gonna go staff signing. Luke Walton, I'm gonna fire him just because I don't like him. I personally don't like him as a head coach, so he's gone. So Sean Navarro, sign him, and then Alvin Gentry will fire as well. So head coach, who should be my new head coach? Sure, Mike D'Antoni, why not? We'll just sign him, and then just kidding, we're not gonna sign him. He does not want to be my head coach. So what about not Billy Donovan, not Oliver Gordon? Who's out here? Who's available? Jason Kidd, he already got fired from the Mavericks, man. What the hell, bro? Okay, let me just hire a assistant coach before I hire a head coach. Does that make any sense? Mike D'Antoni rejects my offer. Okay, and then we'll sign Trip Peterson as well. So hey, we have a really good assistant coaching staff. So if you want to become the head coach, Billy Donovan is still here. Okay, who else we got? Chauncey Billups obviously is the Portland Trailblazers head coach now. Eventually, when every coaching position gets filled out, I will definitely update that here on 2K. I guess we'll grab Billy Donovan because there was not really a better option. So we'll have Billy Donovan. Let's go to the draft now. So on draft night, the center spot is definitely a position we need to address this offseason. It was just not good. So we have 2 seconds. So that's cool. I'll probably just sign whoever they draft. So we have 2 centers coming in. So that's good. So they definitely went in on our centers. Al Horford making $26 million. You know, it would make sense to accept this and then trade him maybe, but I just don't know if anyone would be willing to take on a $26 million contract, so I'm not going to do it. I'm going to go ahead and decline his team option. Qualifying offers, though, Kyle Guy, Justin James, and Terrence Davis. Actually, to be honest, that might open up some cap room for us to be able to sign someone in free agency. I'm not sure how much money we have, but definitely could be something. So, yeah, we do have a little bit of money, so that's good. Jonas Valanciunas, Wendell Carter, so there's definitely some options. Bobby Portis, obviously, also has had a tremendous career in Milwaukee, or has had a tremendous season, not career, but tremendous season in Milwaukee. But I think Jonas Valanciunas would actually be a very good underrated signing here, and that's who I kind of want to grab here. So Jonas Valanciunas could definitely fit pretty well here, and it's somebody I don't get all that often. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw Jonas Valanciunas an offer, and we're gonna go ahead and sign him up. So Valanciunas, welcome to Sacktown. Definitely need your services here. So we'll have Doug McDermott right now is really our only small forward, our only backup, but I think what I could do is maybe move Robert Woodard small forward. He goes up to a 77, so that's a W. We'll have that, and then Kofi Cockburn and Mondo are just kind of, here. I definitely need a backup guard and a backup center, so let's go ahead and see what kind of guard we can grab. DeLon Wright we could grab back, Cameron Payne. Shooting guards, we have Grayson Allen, Trey Burke, Bledsoe, Bryn Forbes. I'm going to go ahead and sign Grayson Allen. We're going to steal another player from the Memphis Grizzlies. So Grayson Allen, well, never mind. Okay. They're like, no, you're not. We heard you. So Alec Burks, we could grab him, bring him back. I feel like I'm saying bring him back to Sacramento because I think he's played here before, but I kind of forget if that's true or not. So we'll have Alec Burks be the backup shooting guard. And then center spot, we can sign. We have Al Horford, who we could just bring back. You know what? Al Horford for 1 year. Why not? Let's do it. So Al Horford, going to back up Jonas Valanciunas. That's actually not a bad backup to have. So boom, just like that, Al Horford, Jonas Valanciunas, Ben Simmons, Doug McDermott, Jalen Johnson, Robert Woodard, Tyrese Halliburton, Alec Burks, and De'Aaron Fox. I'm excited for this next season. I think we'll actually be a kind of a team to be reckoned with in the postseason. Alec Burks going down, Al Horford going down, but it's okay. So trading camps wise, obviously we're just going to use our untapped potentials on the guys we want to see get better. Tyrese Halliburton will get one, and then probably throw one at this is the wrong draft class. I actually got to I gotta load the right draft class. But at the end of the day, we are definitely ready for this next season. Monty Bates draft class. Boom. All right. So let's go to training camps and untapped potentials. We're gonna use this one on Halliburton 1000%, and then we'll use another one on. Actually, let's use perimeter shooting on Jalen Johnson. I don't know if that's gonna keep up with what he did last year, but hopefully he kind of gets better with that. And then we could throw this other one at Robert Woodard. Why not? So boom, just like that. Power ranking lands us at number 6, so we should be a lot better of a team this year. I mean, looking at the team, it definitely looks better, it looks way better. It looks well-rounded, way more than it did last year. Proficiency-wise, we're sitting at a 3.5 in grit and grind. We can go up to a 4. Nope, we cannot. So I'll probably leave it. I'll probably move it to a balanced, and we'll go ahead and summit this year and hope for the best. And hopefully this team can get back into the postseason and possibly even as a top 5 seed here in the West. So we ended up as the 5th seed here in the second season. Power ranking is at number 6, and we got conference rank at a number 5. So the simulation wasn't the greatest. I think we went like 44 and 38, so definitely not the greatest record in the world. But we have De'Aaron Fox making an All-NBA team and Ben Simmons, so that's cool. And here's your All-NBA third team and All-Defense first team. All-Defense second team, so no Ben Simmons or anything like that. All-Rookie first team and All-Rookie second team. So we went 44 and 38, 5th seed for the Sacramento Kings, and then player stats. 28 from De'Aaron Fox, absolute W. 22 from Ben Simmons, 19.5 from Halliburton, and 14 from Jalen Johnson. So as far as percentages are concerned, so we had a lot better. So we had De'Aaron Fox 38, which is better than I think it was his 33 last year. Yeah, it was 33. And then Jalen Johnson shot like 26 last year, so 36 is definitely a better increase. And then Halliburton 43, and then Valanciunas didn't shoot any at all, which is kind of surprising because I think he does take some in real life, not all the time, but you know, maybe like 1 or 2 a game I think would definitely make sense. But Alec Burks was 44th, Doug McDermott 39. So I mean, it sucks that I thought Doug McDermott, you know, it is what it is. But we are playing the Pelicans, so can't really expect to win when you're playing the New Orleans Pelicans in the first round and you don't feel like you have a super team, because Pelicans always are going to have a really good team, but they do not have Jackson Hayes, or they do. They still have Derek Favors, though. Or they got Derek Favors back. So Lonzo Ball. So this could definitely be a interesting matchup. I'm pretty sure they're going to beat us just because it's the Pelicans, but let's see. They're up 1-0, 24, 33, and 7. We lost by 6 that game. Game 2, we actually evened it up. Okay, 26 and 9 from Zion Williamson, but that's 29 and 9. Game 2, they're up 2-1. Game 3, we even it up. Or that was game 4. I apologize. Game 4, we even it up. Game 5, we're up 3-2, and game 6, we're going to a game 7. So honestly, the fact that we've even pushed them to a game 7 is kind of awesome. But is it the end of the road here for us? Let's see. It looks like it's going to be the end of the road. They're blowing us out. So unfortunately, we do end up losing in the first round. But at the end of the day, we definitely push the Pelicans to the limit, which is good because the Pelicans are usually pretty damn good. So Nikola Jokic Finals MVP. I mean, there's not going to be a whole lot done this offseason. I think we're really just going to be kind of relying on development. We are going to have our pick this year, I believe, which is the 19th pick, so that's definitely helpful. And then a staff signing, obviously, we'll keep that all the same. Let's go to the draft, and let's go ahead and see what we can do in the NBA draft. So we have 19 and 19. I mean, I could maybe trade like Doug McDermott, Alec Burks, and 19, and maybe get something. We have Josh Richardson popping up, Jones Noel. So nothing crazy, nothing that I mean, Josh Richardson is cool and all, but I don't know if this is really worth the craziest, worth the move. 8 points from Josh Richardson. He is an 82 overall. We could do it. I mean, we'll have another mid-level. Sure, why not? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. So Josh Richardson, welcome to Sacramento. We also have a second rounder coming in, Juan Chavez, and we'll accept all these, of course. Qualifying offers, Kyle Guys, free agent, and then moratorium day. As far as free agents are concerned, we don't have anybody that's that important. So De'Aaron Fox, Halliburton, Richardson now. We have Robert Wood, Jalen Johnson, Ben Simmons, and Kofi Cockburn, Armando. All right, so we definitely need like a backup power forward, backup center, backup point guard. So let's see what our best option will be. So we can get Willie, Selena Gomez. We could get Ty Jerome, Dennis Schroeder. Dennis Schroeder actually might be pretty nice to have as a 6-man, just to kind of give De'Aaron Fox a breather at times. So Dennis Schroeder, welcome. And then sign Mike Muscala, who's a 78 overall. We can sign him up. And then Reggie Bullock is out here. So, all right. Well, I think the only other thing that I might do is I might move Kofi Cockburn to a power forward because it goes up to a 79 overall. So we're going to run it back one more time this last and final season. If we can't make anything out of it, it is what it is. But we've definitely done our best today. Ben Simmons, Sacramento Kings rebuild so far has gone decently well, but obviously this is the year that we want to get even better. And in his third and final year, Victor Wembanyama, I don't know how to say that name. Rookie of the year for him, and then Precious Achiuwa, 6-man, Jonathan Ives, defensive player. Ball won most improved on the Cavaliers, and Billy Donovan is your coach of the year for us, as we went 63 and 19. So we had a really good year. Here's your All-NBA second team, Ben Simmons making it, and no De'Aaron Fox this time, so that's fine. But all right, so 63 and 19 on the season. Player stats, we had 24 from Ben Simmons, 22.5 from Fox, 19 from Halliburton, and 14.5 from Jalen Johnson, and Valanciunas with 13. And Robert Wood with 10, Dennis Schroeder. So I think our bench was a lot better. That's why I think we had that better of a year, because our bench was so much better, like a lot better. So we are playing the San Antonio Spurs in the first round, who have a pretty good roster themselves. I mean, look at this damn roster. Holy crap. So Definitely could be concerning. Summoning current round against San Antonio Spurs. And okay, we're going to game 7. Simcast, let's do it. Oh, let's see what happens. So, are we going to lose in the first round, and that's how the video is going to end, or are we going to get to the second round and maybe make a championship run? Let's see, and we do make it to the second round, thank the Lord. So now we get to play the MVP and Kate Cunningham. They also have Kyrie Irving, so that's a little scary. They have Hatfield, Pokuševski still, Bull. Summoning current round against the Oklahoma City Thunder, and we beat them in 4 games. So now we get to go to the Western Conference Finals to play the Houston Rockets, who have Kemba, Dylan Green, Grady Dick. That's an awesome name. Jabari Smith Jr., Clint Capella, DeAndre Hunter, Christian Wood. So what an interesting roster they have. Summoning current round against them, and they're up 3-1 on us. So this could be a GG, boys. Game 5 we win. Game 6 we lose. So unfortunately, we're not going to win a championship today, and the Houston Rockets are going to go on to win it all. Jalen Green being your Finals MVP. But at the end of the day, De'Aaron Fox and Ben Simmons would definitely be interesting to watch. Will this happen? Will this go down? Probably not. It sounds like, for me, I don't think the 76ers would want Bagley. I feel like that shouldn't entice them all that much, because what has Bagley actually proved? I feel like the Sixers with Joel Embiid don't want to waste any time. Obviously, they're going to be looking for a guy like Damian Lillard, which isn't going to happen, might I add, but they're going to be looking for someone like that if they could pull it off. Obviously, other than that, I don't know. I don't think they're trying to go down, but it was fun to do it, at least for entertainment purposes. So, anyways, guys, thank you for watching. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace.